You are watching Places. Every Tuesday, we bring you an insightful look into fascinating events from all around the world. The 15 best destinations to visit in the fall. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. When summer starts to come to a close, do you find yourself turning a blind eye to pumpkin spice latte ads and ignoring weather reports that clearly show autumn is on the way? Or maybe you can't wait for summer to be over and are eagerly looking forward to the slightest sign of fall. Either way, this video's for you. The excitement of autumn can be found in the changing leaves, the cooling temperatures, and the seasonal drinks like warm apple cider. But not everyone will be ready to let go of summer and embrace the changing seasons. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery to help with the transition. The places we're looking at today will have you in the fall frame of mind in no time. We've looked all over the world to find the most exciting and stunningly beautiful destinations to visit in the fall, and I'm thrilled to share with you this list today. So let's get started. Number 15. Lake Tahoe, California. Lake Tahoe offers breathtaking scenery all year round, but there's just something about the multicolored leaves reflecting in the striking blue water that makes fall particularly special. The view of these trees from the lake gives a perfect fall feel, especially from the secluded Zephyr Cove. But there are also other fall activities to engage in the Lake Tahoe area, including apple picking on Apple Hill and hiking along Taylor Creek. Number 14. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Lake Bled is found in northwestern Slovenia, surrounded by mountains that display every color leaf imaginable in the fall. Although Lake Bled is known as a tourist destination in Slovenia, in the fall the area is mostly calm and quiet, with a serene natural beauty. You can walk around the lake and take in the sights or take in the view from a higher vantage point in Bled Castle. There is also a small island in the middle of the lake that holds a charming church. For a small fee, you could even take a boat ride to the island and climb to the top of the church tower to view another perspective of the area's seasonal beauty. Number 13. Bran Castle, Transylvania, Romania. If fall brings to mind ghosts, vampires, and goblins, you might be interested in checking out Bran Castle, which is thought to be the inspiration for Dracula's castle, since it's the only one in Transylvania that matches the author's description. But beyond its place in fictional history, the castle is the ideal place to visit in the fall because of its location, high upon a hill surrounded by trees with leaves that turn yellow and orange as the weather gets colder. They also throw an epic Halloween party in the castle each year, so plan your trip accordingly. Number 12. Neuschwanstein Castle, Bavaria, Germany. Bavaria is of course world famous for its renowned Oktoberfest and for its sausage, beer, and lederhosen, but the city also presents an abundance of natural beauty, especially in the fall. For a striking contrast between man-made marvels and Mother Nature, you should travel to the Neuschwanstein Castle in southwest Bavaria. The 19th century castle was the home of Bavarian King Ludwig II, and it looks like it's coming straight out of a fairy tale. In the fall, the trees surrounding the White Castle mostly turn a bright red for a stunning effect. The inside of the castle is even more impressive than the outside, and what's better, it's typically less crowded in the fall. Number 11. Fragrant Hills Park, Beijing, China. The Fragrant Hills Park dates back to 1186 in the Jin Dynasty. Its hills and forests cover 400 acres of land in the northwest area of Beijing. The hiking trails will take you to manicured gardens, pavilions, terraces, and towers, which are full of beauty all year round. In the fall, thousands of visitors flock to the park to see the vibrant red leaves that blanket the mountains. It's considered by many to be the best place in all of China to see the autumn leaves. Number 10. Chemin Du Gruyere, Switzerland. A lot of people would never dream of visiting Switzerland outside of ski season, but if you hate big crowds and overpriced hotel rooms, then fall really is the best time of year to visit the country. For an epic autumn experience in Switzerland, check out the Chemin Du Gruyere, a 3-hour route that begins at an incredible chocolate factory, followed by a hike with wooden walkways, a spectacular gorge, tunnels, waterfalls, a famous castle, and more, which leads to the a famous castle, and more, which leads to the legendary Maison de Gruyere cheese factory. All of this against the backdrop of the Swiss Alps, covered in vibrant fall colors. Number 9. Raufossar Waterfalls, Húsafell, Iceland. There's something about the cool fall air that makes waterfalls seem even more magical, and one of the best places in the world to test this theory out is Raufossar Waterfalls in Húsafell, Iceland. The waterfalls are formed from water flowing through countless streams in the lava field that resulted in an eruption of a volcano lying under a glacier. Visitors in the fall will find spectacular views of the falls and surrounding trees with their changing colors. There are also hiking trails, a glacier tour, and an ice tunnel as well. Number 8. Blue Mountains National Park, New South Wales, Australia. Just 50 miles outside of Sydney is the Blue Mountains National Park, which covers over 662,000 acres of land in New South Wales, Australia. Although it's not technically mountainous, the area is an uplifted plateau that features several large rivers. The park is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Greater Blue Mountains area. The area gets its name because of the eucalyptus oil from the trees, which creates a blue haze. But in the daytime during the fall, the blue is overtaken by gorgeous yellows, oranges, and reds. It's also one of the easiest places to find wild kangaroo in Australia, in case you were wondering. Most visitors explore the rock formations, cliffs, and waterfalls, and all of these are even more beautiful with the color backdrop of fall leaves. Number 7. Cosentinesi Forest National Park, Tuscany, Italy. In Arezzo, Italy, you can find one of the largest national parks in Europe, Cosentinesi Forest National Park. This park covers 142 square miles of mountainous forested land in the Tuscan region. There are 650 kilometers or 400 miles of trails that can be explored on foot, by bike, or on horseback, and these are particularly colorful in the fall season. The spectacular views include the Acquascita waterfalls, which can only be reached after hiking for a few hours, but are well worth the effort. There's also a beautiful and historic monastery and sanctuary to check out if you want a little break from nature. But of course, there's so much more to explore in the Tuscany region, so to find out some more about it, click in the top right corner to watch our video, The 15 Things You Didn't Know About Tuscany. Number 6. Mount Philo State Park, Charlotte, Vermont. The entire New England region of America offers numerous locations to take in the beauty of the changing seasons as the weather turns cooler and leaves begin to fall. But Mount Philo in Charlotte, Vermont stands out because of its vantage point of being situated among the Green Mountains, the Adirondacks of New York, and Lake Champlain. The park covers 237 acres with numerous trails and lookout points with breathtaking views. And if you choose a night where it's not too chilly, you can also camp in the park and fully appreciate the surrounding nature. Not to mention the stars. Number 5. Plivice Lakes National Park, Central Croatia. The fall is the perfect time to visit Plivice Lakes National Park in Central Croatia because it's less crowded, but the views are even more beautiful than usual. The deep reds, yellows, and oranges of fall are found all around the hills and countryside, and the waterfalls only add to the general beauty. Also, because there are fewer people visiting in the area in the fall, hotel rates will be lower and lines for buses and ferry boats will be shorter, making the visit even more enjoyable. Number 4. Bukhansan National Park, Seoul, Korea. With more than 5 million visitors each year, the Bukhansan National Park in Seoul, Korea is one of the most popular national park destinations in the world. The park is home to Bukhansan Mountain as well as over 1,000 species of plants and animals. Although the park stays fairly crowded, it's less so in fall. This is the perfect chance to check out the hiking trails, mountain streams, thick forests, and temples on the 30 square miles of the park. Number 3. Ogawa Canyon, Ontario, Canada. Visitors explore Ogawa Canyon every month of the year, but nothing compares to the incredible scenery that autumn brings to this popular location. The leaves of the forest that surround the canyon start turning crimson and gold in late September. There is one train trip available per day that takes visitors 228 miles round trip, which is the best way to take in the fall foliage and the beautiful rivers, lakes, and rock formations. The train also makes a stop to give passengers a chance to hike the trail to see 4 picturesque waterfalls before continuing on the ride through the canyon. Number 2. Tateyama Kuraby Alpine Route, Japan. In 1971, a 23-mile mountain sightseeing route was opened in Japan to allow for visitors to explore the natural beauty of the area without damaging the surrounding environment. Those who wish to take in the sights can choose to walk or ride a bus, trolley, or aerial tramway to check out part of the route. In the fall, the Tateyama Kuraby Alpine Route is at its most stunning, with autumn leaves and alpine flowers overtaking the slopes of the Hida Mountains. Visitors can also choose to indulge in a hot spring bath and take in the view of the 610-foot-tall Kuraby Dam, the tallest dam in Japan. Number 1. Kokslaten Arctic Resort, Lapland, Finland. We've reached the number 1 spot on our list, Aluxers, and you'll soon understand why we think this destination ranks above the others. The Finnish call the autumn leaf season ruska, which refers to the period primarily from August to early October, when the forests are consumed with vibrant colors of fall. But there is something else that draws more people to Lapland, Finland in these months. Autumn is the best time of year to see the northern lights, starting around August 24th. At Kokslaten Arctic Resort, visitors can arrange for accommodations in a glass igloo for about $500 per night to get the best view of the spectacular light show. The incredible natural beauty coming from a diverse landscape, combined with a once-in-a-lifetime experience of seeing the northern lights from your own personal glass igloo, makes this the top destination to visit in the fall. So there you have it, the 15 best places to visit in the fall. Are you feeling ready to embrace the changing seasons and every good thing that comes with that change? We sure hope so. Now, Aluxers, before we wrap this up, we'd like to know, which one of these locations are you most drawn to? Let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's a quick bonus. The word autumn likely comes from the Etruscan word autu, meaning change of season, and no film with the word autumn in its title has ever won an Oscar, even though film names featuring the other seasons have. And finally, scientists have found that those born in the fall months have a greater chance of living to be 100 years old. However, they aren't sure why this is the case. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos for you to watch next. As always, the conversation continues on social media. Thanks again, and we can't wait to have you back tomorrow.